Good morning, students, and welcome to the class today. And today we will start with a new chapter, which is software and its types. Okay, so let's start. So in this particular chapter, what we learn, we'll cover only two topics for this session, for this particular class, what we are attending now. We will cover two topics, software and types of software. We'll understand what is a software, and secondly, we'll move on with types of softwares. We'll understand types of softwares. What are the types of it? Okay, so let's start with the first one, which is software. What is a software? The first thing which will come into our minds is what is a software? Computer software is a set of instruction and documentation that tells a computer what to do or how to perform a task. In a simple language, you understand that it is a set of instruction. What is a software? It is a set of instruction and documentation that tells the computer what to do and how to perform the task. Okay, then the second thing what we have to keep in mind is you cannot touch software. As you all used to touch your computer, you can touch the mouse, you can touch the keyboard, you can touch the hardware devices, but software, when it comes to software, you can't touch it. You can only work on it. The term software was first used by John W. Tukey in 1957. Okay, now coming towards some examples of software. Many times you all used to play games in your computers, play music, videos. All these things are a software. You are using the software and taking the benefits of it. You are using the software and taking the benefits of it. So what is a software? It is a set of instruction and documentation that tells computer what to do or how to perform a task. Understood? Okay. So now we'll move forward with the types of software. Now, when we come towards the software, there are mainly two types of software. There are mainly two types of software. First one is system software and second one is application software. Okay, so first one is system software and second one is application software. Now when we talk about system software, under system software there are three subcategories. Under system software there are three subcategories, or you can say there are three types of software under system software. So first one is operating system. We'll talk about these softwares in other slides. First, understand what are the softwares, and under that, how many software used to come. So first one is system software. Under system software, we have three software types, which is operating system, language processor, and utility software. Okay, first one is operating system, second one language processor, and third one utility software. Then the next one is application software. The next type of software is application software. But when we talk about application software, then application software consists of two types of software. First one is general purpose application software and second one is specific application software. Once again, I'm repeating, under application software, we have two softwares, two categories of software, which is general purpose application software and specific application software. Okay, now we'll talk about these subcategories, the software, the types of software. So first one is operating system. What are operating system? We'll take an example. We'll understand operating system with an example. Just like we have a principal in our school. Just like we have a principal in our school. So principal used to look over all the activities of the school. Principal look over all the work of the school, what is going on, and what is coming in near future, what they have to do, what students have to do, and each and every task, whatever happens in the school, each and every activity what happens in the school, that is taken care by the principal. The principal tells the students, the teachers, how to do, what to do, and when to do. In the same way, when we talk about operating system tells the computer what to do, how to do, and when to do. Operating system operates the complete task, whatever takes place in the computer. Suppose you want to hear the music. So when you will click the particular software, that time operating system will tell the computer to play a music. That is the work. The operating system operates the complete working, the complete task of a computer. Okay. So next, so operating system, I hope you all have understood. Now next one, we'll move towards language processor. What is a language processor? Language means just like we have our own language, just like we have our own languages. We used to speak in Hindi, we used to speak in English, we used to speak in any other regional languages. In the same way, computer, for giving instructions to the computer, we have to use different languages. I'm explaining first one word. We are having language processor. So I have break that particular words. Now language I'm explaining first. So what is a language? The language in which we used to give instructions to the computer. Okay, because computer can understand only machine language. Computer can understand only machine language, that is 0 and 1. Okay, so to first of all, you'll make your mind clear about language. What is a language? It is the medium through which we convey our message to the computer. Okay. Now, when we come towards processor, what do you mean by language processor? Processor means the converters, the translators, which translates the language. The converter or translators which translate the language from high level language, which what we are writing program, from high level language to machine language. Translators helps the language, help the language like C++, Python, Java, many languages are there. So translate those languages to machine language. Okay, this is the work of language processor. It translates the language to machine language, because computer can understand only one language, that is 0 and 1, which is also known as binary language. Okay, now we'll move towards the next one, which is utility software. What is utility software? Utility software helps to maintain or configure a computer. Many of these are installed at the same time as the operating system, but they can also be added afterwards. These are the examples which is there on your screen. Now, when we move towards your book, what is there is disk defragmenter. It speeds up the access of data from a hard disk by rearranging the files and free space. It actually rearranges the file and free up the space. Now, second one, what is there in your book? Antivirus software. What is antivirus software? This program scans your disk for various viruses and remove all the viruses. Okay, few examples are Norton, AVG, Avira. These are the examples of antivirus. Now, next one is backup utility. What do you mean by backup utility? Backup utility, this program lets you maintain a copy of data on the hard disk. Okay. Now we'll move towards the next one, which is general purpose application. Now, when we come towards general purpose application, these applications are developed to meet the general requirements of the person. These softwares are developed to meet a general requirement of a large number of people. Okay, so first one, what we'll talk about on your screen, you can see some examples I have given: text editors, graphic editors, electronic tables, multimedia players, presentation software, control system database. These are the examples of it. We'll go through like what is there in your book. So first one is word processing software. So first one is word processing software that will come under text editor. So word processing software, when we'll talk about, is in this particular software, we used to type data and we used to type letters, stories, reports, etc. The best example is MS Word and WordPad. Then next one, what we'll move forward is spreadsheet software. This spreadsheet software accepts data value and allows the user to manipulate, calculate, and analyze data in the desired manner. The best example for spreadsheet software, on your screen you can see electronic tables. I'm talking about that. So the best example is MS Excel, Lotus 123, etc. Now the next one, what we'll talk about is database management system, or you can say DBMS. So the first one, first thing what we have to understand is that DBMS is a software that lets you store large amount of data in an organized manner. When we talk about database means you have arranging the data, the large amount of data in an organized manner, saving the data in an organized manner. That is known as database. Now, the next one is desktop publishing software. You can say DPS also. This software is used for creating design and layout of books, journal, brochures, etc. Newspaper, what used to come to your house. That is also created with the help of desktop publication software. Okay. Now, next one we'll move towards graphic software. Graphic means the images what you all used to see. Graphic means the images whatever you used to see. That those images are prepared. Those images are created in softwares. Those images are created in one or other softwares. Okay. So those softwares are Adobe, Photoshop, Paint, etc. Now moving towards another one, which is multimedia players. You can see on your screen multimedia. You all used to listen music. You all used to listen videos, etc., etc. You all used to use software like Window Media Player to listen music and audio. Those softwares come under multimedia software. Now the last one, which is presentation software. Now when we talk about presentation, by the name itself, it is used to create and design slides and show a multimedia presentation. Okay, the best example for presentation software is PowerPoint. Okay, the best example is PowerPoint. Now the last topic what we have to cover is specific application software. When we talk about specific application software, this particular software is developed for this particular application is developed keeping in mind the specific goal, the specific task to be fulfilled. Okay, once again I'm repeating, specific application software, these softwares are developed to meet a specific task, to meet a specific goal. Okay, just like we'll take an example of railway booking, railway reservations. You all must have, your parents must have done once or twice a year. You all must have, you all may be very aware of it. Railway booking reservations and airline booking reservation, those are the specific application software. Through those softwares, we used to meet a specific task, a specific goal. The main goal behind these two particular software is to book a ticket. So to book a ticket is a task. So to fulfill that task, we have a software. Okay, understood? So what is specific application software? Specific application software are created to meet a specific task of an organization. Okay, with this, we'll finish up with the class. Thank you.